Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and, going to go ahead and clean this up a little bit and then put some rounds on top of this here. I'm going to go to the cams themselves, and let's see, so just go into the cam. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn off the visibility. Notice I didn't delete it. I'm just going to turn off the visibility on that, and that has a nice effect of it, cleans it up a little bit. I'm going to leave those others on there on the followers for a little bit, but you can see I got a wavy action here. I'm going to go ahead and put a body on my Caterpillar. I'm just going to use the same circle. Obviously, this is something I'd dress up if I were really doing it for more than a proof of concept. So I'm going to go ahead and go new. I'm going to make a 2-inch circle here. Again, I would certainly do a little bit more than this and probably play with it and try to make it look a little cooler. So I'm going to go 2-inch circle. Finish. I'll go ahead and I'm going to extrude this 0.4 inches. I'm going to extrude from the center out. You'll see why here in a moment. Go ahead and add a plane now. I'm going to offset from that plane, but I'm not going to offset at any distance. I just want that represented so I can use that to link a work plane here. I'm now going to extrude. I'm not going to extrude. I'm going to create another work plane here. I'm going to offset from that plane. That one I am going to extrude down. I'm going to go down -1. Finish. You'll see why here in a moment. Alright, so now I'm going to start another sketch. And it'll be on the bottom of this here, so I'm going to go on that work plane there. I'm going to go ahead and extrude a circle 0.25. Finish a sketch here. I'm going to extrude that up into it. Yep, 0.4. Hit OK. Oops. Manipulate that extrusion so that it is cut. Hit OK. And OK. And then I'm going to go ahead and save this as cat. I'll save. Yes, I'll replace that. I'm going to come in here to my rings here, and I'm going to go ahead and place these cats that I just made. Open. I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Alright, so the simplest constraint is going to be for this, it's going to be an insert. I'm going to insert that into, don't know if I'm going to be able to, that. And hit apply. And then I'm going to go ahead and use a mate, and I'll mate that plane to that plane. And now you're going to see if I come here, the result is now I have that on top of there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for all 7 of these. I'll pause it while I do it because I don't think you necessarily want to watch me do all 7. Okay, so I've went ahead and put on all of the tops there, and you can see I got a little bit of a motion, but I'm going to go ahead now and manipulate my manipulate this here. I don't really care for that. I'd like a little more separation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through these cams here, and I wonder if, yeah, so that's the first one, that's the second one, I'm going to click on, oops, no, I'm not going to do that. It doesn't make sense, but I'm going to adjust my angles now. Okay, so that's the first one. I like that. I'm going to go to my second cam, and I'm going to manipulate these. I remember, if you recall, I separated those by 20 degrees. I'm going to change that to 50. If I divided 360 by 7 cams, I'm looking at about, 50 degrees. I'd have 10 sevenths, so it'd be 51 and 3/7, so almost 51 and a half, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to divvy it up by 50s here. I'm going to change that angle to 50 and hit enter. I'm going to go to my next cam and I'm going to change that to 100 and hit enter. I'm going to go to my fourth cam and I'm going to change that to 150. Let's see if this, and honestly I'm not 100% sure how this is going to look. I've never done that before. I'll go to my next cam and make it 200. And then cam 6. Doesn't seem to have an angle at all. I'm a little concerned by that. What about the 7th one? Oh boy. Trying to figure out exactly what this looks like. So this is certainly the 6th and 7th cam, and oh, that's why. I'll change that to 250. And the 7th cam, not the follower, to 300. Alright, let's see how that works now. Alright. Oh yeah, that's much better. Got a nice little wave action through there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to the cats here. I'll turn off some visibilities. I'm going to turn off the visibility of that. Turn off the visibility of that. Go back and see what I got on there yet. The follower itself. Cat follower. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the visibility of this work plane. And all of a sudden, I've still got a couple, but now all of a sudden, ooh, I got a nice little wormy caterpillar thing. Certainly, oh yeah. Gosh, I'll tell you what, make sure you make any comments. Email me. If I need to do something that you didn't understand, if I did a step you didn't understand, email me. Post it in the classroom comments, but make sure to ask. Certainly we could do that. I'm going to do a little bit here. I'm going to go into the eye properties, and oh, this is just glorious. I doubt you guys listen to my commentary. I'm sure you probably just turn me off and watch, but let me tell you something. I feel as if it is a glorious golden caterpillar. Alright, hey, I would put some eyes on the first one, and I'd make those rings different. I wouldn't use that. I'd go ahead and give it a little bit of a face and play with it and try to make it sweeter. Maybe taper the circles. Now that would be, that'd be a little bit tough, because if you made them smaller, then they wouldn't be lined, so you'd have to change the length of your follower or the way you attach that. That'd be kind of a tricky thing to do, but I'd encourage you to, to develop your design, do something sweet. sitting at home, get a little bored. Boy, this action right here, key to a ventilator. We're in the COVID-19 crisis right now, and that's what they're talking about. The world needs designers. The world needs engineers. So just use this as a working model, and anything you need, please make comments. Look forward to seeing yours.